Campaigners who want compensation for those affected by the contaminated blood scandal have seen their calls rejected by UK ministers. Thousands of people in Scotland were infected with HIV and hepatitis C during the 1970s and 80s.
A UK-wide inquiry is now underway into what has been called the biggest treatment disaster in NHS history. Our Westminster correspondent Catherine Sampson reports.
For decades they've been seeking justice. While financial support is available for those infected by contaminated blood, there has been no compensation from the government for survivors. Today, calls to set up a framework for this were rejected.
It deeply aggrieves me that I have relatives in Ireland whose government recognised their pain and suffering and they acknowledged it and they paid out well in advance of an inquiry. It's one of the points that I've made today, that they're saying they cannot pay out before the conclusions are reached.
In Scotland there has already been an inquiry into why blood products taken from prisoners and drug addicts were being used in the NHS. But the Penrose report was branded a whitewash. Some copies were burned in the street. Many pledged to continue to seek answers.
We owe it to all of those who have died and those whose lives have been turned upside down and continue to be every day of life.
Bill Wright was among those meeting ministers today. He was infected with hepatitis C after a routine blood transfusion in 1986.
Some people frankly just want to see an end to this and get on with their lives, take advantage of the support schemes that there are, take what there is and forget about it, and are very stoical. Others frankly still really want to get to the truth, and we've never really got to the truth about what government here was doing at the time.
The UK-wide inquiry will ask if there was any intended cover-up. It's expected to take at least another 2 years. Around 3,000 people across the UK are known to have died because of this scandal. For those still living with the impact, the fight continues. Catherine Sampson, STV News, Westminster.